Dear students, welcome to 8th Standard Social Studies class. Today, in this class, I'm going to take Geography, Unit number 2, Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Let's see the topic. In a small village in Tanzania, Africa, Mamba gets up very early in the morning to fetch water. She has to walk a long way and returns after a few hours. She then helps her mother in the house and joins her brothers in taking care of their goats. All her family owns a piece of rocky land around their small hut. Mamba's father can barely grow some maize and beans on it after toiling hard. This is not enough to feed their family for the whole year. So what happened in the beginning of the lesson, they given one situation, one scenery of Tanzania, it is in Africa. Mamba, a girl, gets up very early in the morning to fetch water. She has to walk a long way and returns after few hours. So it's getting so many times few hours to fetch the water to their house. She then helps her mother in the house and joins her brothers taking care of their goods. And the family owns a piece of rocky land around their small hut. So Mamba's father can barely grow some maize and beans on it after toiling hard. This is not enough to feed their family for the whole year. So these are the situations of the life in the place of Tanzania, Africa. Peter lives in the heart of the sheep rearing region in New Zealand, where his family runs a wool processing factory. Every day, when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Their sheep yard is situated on a wide grassy plain with hills in the far distance. It is managed in a scientific way using the latest technology. Peter's family also grows vegetables through organic farming. So what in the next paragraph they given about the New Zealand place. In that the Peter was living with his family and they runs a wool processing factory there. Every day when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Their sheep are situated in the wide grassy plain with hills in far distance. It is managed in a scientific way using the latest technology. Peter's family also grows vegetables through organic farming. So these are about the place of New Zealand. Now we can guess the difference between the Africa and also the New Zealand places. Mamba and Peter stay in two different parts of the world and lead very different lives. This difference is because of the differences in the quality of land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals and the usage of technology. The availability of such resources is the main reason places differ from each other. So what we can find about these places, the Africa and also the New Zealand, the places vary from this difference is because of the quality of the land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals and the usage of technology. Is it? The availability of such resources is the main reason places differ from each other. Next come to the land. Land is among the most important natural resources. Is it? Yes, it covers only about 30% of the total area of the Earth's surface, and all parts of this small percentage are not habitable. So, the land covers about 30% of the total area of the Earth's surface. Another 70% covered by the water on the Earth's surface. All parts of this small percentage are not habitable. Yes, the uneven distribution of the population in different parts of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of the land and climate. In all over the world, we can see the uneven distribution of the population. Why? Because of the varied characteristics of land and climate. The rugged topography, is it? The uneven physical features, steep slopes of the mountains, low-lying areas susceptible to waterlogging, then desert areas, thick forests, and areas are normally sparsely populated or uninhabited. Plains and river valleys of suitable land for agriculture. Hence, these are the densely populated areas of the world. So, we can see the sparsely populated areas or uninhabited areas and also densely populated areas along in the world, is it? The sparsely populated areas are having the rugged topography, steep slopes of the mountains, low-lying areas susceptible to waterlogging, then desert areas, thick forested areas are normally, we can tell that sparsely populated or uninhabited areas, is it? And we can see the densely populated areas. What are the densely populated areas? Plains and river valleys. Why? Because it is suitable for agriculture and the land is fertile, land is also there. Is it? That's why it is densely populated areas in the world. Next we come to the point land use. Land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, and setting up industries. This is commonly termed as land use. Can you list out the different ways in which Mambas and Peters family use their land? Yes, we can list out. Is it? Land is used for the different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, and also setting up the industries. So those are the uses of land. We are using what? The industries. Yes, then roads, building houses, mining and forestry, and also the agriculture. So we are using for such kinds of lands in our daily life. So we can list out about the Mambas and Peters family. They are using their land for agriculture, is it? And sheep rearing. The use of land is determined by physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water. Human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants of land use pattern. So, use of land is determined by the physical factors, is it? Such as topography of the soil, the physical features of that place, and the climate, minerals, water we can found in that places, is it? And availability of the water also important feature. It is very important, availability of water to agriculture and anything, all purpose. So, human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants, is it? The human population and also the technology. It is also very important for the users of the land. Land can also be classified on the basis of ownership as private land and community land. So we can divide or classify the land basis on the ownership. Is it first one? Private land. Second one is community land. What do you mean by private land? Private land is owned by individuals, whereas community land is owned by the community for common uses like collection of fodder, fruits, nuts or medical herbs. These community lands are also called common property resources. So we can find out the private land, also the community land. Private land is owned by the individual owners, is it? And the community land is owned by the community of common users like collection of fodder, fruits, nuts, medicinal herbs, etc. And it is also called, the community land are also called as common property resources. People and their demands are ever growing, but the availability of the land is limited, is it? The people and the demands ever growing every day by day, is it? And but the availability land is limited. The quality of land also differs from place to place. Yes, we already know about it. The quality of the land, the fertility, the climate, topographies change differs from place to place. People started encroaching the common lands to build up commercial areas, housing complexes in the urban areas, and to expand the agricultural land in the rural area. So what we are doing is the people started to encroaching the common lands, is it? What are they? Because of purpose of the building commercial areas and housing complexes, and also in the urban areas. In the rural areas, we expand the land for the agricultural purpose. Today, the vast changes in the land use pattern also reflect the cultural changes in our society. Land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification are the major threats to the environment because of the expansion of the agriculture and constructions activities. So we can see in the picture how the land changes day by day. This is the first figure. It shows the land. The people leading a simple life with the small houses or hut, is it? Then again it changes. In the few changes we can see in this picture. And in the modernization, the coming in that place. So it is high technology and the modern high-tech buildings and the roads and the vehicles, where we can see the agricultural field there, where we can find out the forest or the plants in that place. Is it? These are the changes of the land. Next, we come to the conservation of land resources. Growing populations and their ever-growing demand has led to a large-scale destructions of forest cover and arable land, and has created a fear of losing these natural resources. Is it? Yes. Therefore, the present rate of degradation of land resources must be checked. Afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticide and fertilizers, and checks on overgrazing are some of the common methods used to conserve land. Yes, we have to conserve land in this time. How? Afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticide and the fertilizers, and checked on overgrazing are some of the common methods used to conserve our land. So next, see what about the landslide. What is landslide? Landslides are simply defined as the mass movement of rock, debris or earth down a slope. So this is called landslides. They often take place in conjunction with earthquakes, floods and volcanoes. The prolonged spell of rainfall can cause heavy landslide that can block the flow of the river for quite some time. The formation of river blocks can cause havoc to the settlements of downstreams on its bursting. In the hilly terrain, landslides have been a major and widely spread natural disaster that often strike life and property and occupy a position of major concern. So we can see the landslide. Why it occurs? Because of the heavy rainfall, is it? The overflow of the water. So it blocks sometimes and causes the landslides. These are the landslides. A case study is there. A massive landslide hit Pangi village near Rekong Pio in Kinnaur district of Himachal Pradesh and damaged a 200-meter stretch of old Hindustan Tibet Road National Highway 22. This landslide was triggered by intense blasting at Pangi village. Due to the blasting, this weak zone of slope collapsed and caused intense damage to the road and nearby villages. The Pangi village was completely vacated to avoid any possible loss of life. See, in the Himachal Pradesh, we can see that the landslide occurred in that time. So, about 200 meter of the places it damaged in the National Highway 22, Hindustan to Tibet Road. So what happened? The Pangi village was completely vacated to avoid any possible loss of life. This was happened. It will happen because of the heavy rainfall or earthquake, volcanoes, floods, etc. Those are the landslides we can see. Then mitigations mechanism, how we protect from this landslides we can see. Advancement in scientific techniques has empowered us to understand what factors cause landslides and how to manage them. Some broad mitigation techniques of landslide are as follows. First one, hazard mapping to locate areas prone to landslides. Hence, such areas can be avoided for building settlements. So, what we can do, that hazard mapping to locate the areas prone to the landslides. So, very useful to to protect the landslide. Second one, construction of retention wall to stop land from slipping. So it is also very useful method, that is also important method we can do it, the construction of retention wall to stop land from slipping. This is the retention wall, we can build it. Increase in the vegetation cover to arrest landslide. Yes, increasing the vegetation, so we can do it to protect or arrest the landslide. The surface drainage control works to control the movement of landslide along with rainwater and spring flow. So then the fourth step is we can do that surface drainage control works to control the movement of the landslide along with the rainwater and also the spring flow. So this is the lesson about what about the land. Is it we know about the uses of the land. So let's continue the topic in the next class. So I hope you all got this lesson. Answer the following questions. First one, land covers -% of the total area of the earth's surface. Why the plains and valleys are densely populated? What are the uses of land? What is private land? What is landslide? Dear students, try to answer all these questions. Let's continue in the next part 2 class of this topic. Thank you.